In this video, we're continuing on with exercises or example exercises from chapter 10, okay? And this is programming exercise 2, the car class, okay? So this one, it asks us to create a car class that has the following data attributes, okay? So it's got an underscore year model, okay? Which is the car's year model. I don't know if they want to combine those two or not, like a 2020 Outback, maybe. I'm guessing that's what they mean. You can have those separate as well, okay? There's an underscore make. That's who made the car. Is it Honda? Is it Toyota? Is it Ford? Okay, and then we've got the speed, okay? Space there, space, underscore speed, okay? Again, these are underscores, which means they're hidden. We're using the information hiding or the data hiding. So we're going to need to have functions to access those, okay? So it should have an init method that accepts the car's year model and make as arguments, and it should assign 0 to the speed, okay? So we're going to have our class car. Again, we have a capital C for car, okay? And we know we're going to have our underscore init underscore, okay, with the self. And you want to do enough of these that this just becomes second nature. I think that was part of the problem in the last test. You hadn't done enough to make it where it happens real quick, okay? And again, as in the last one, we're not worrying about doing too much checking. We're going to have to eventually, but for now, let's just try to get the structure working, assuming all the data is good. I know that's a dangerous assumption, okay? So it wants the init to take, in addition to the self, which it has to take, it's going to take the year model and the make, okay? So we're going to do a ym and m as our attributes. Okay, so then it's going to let self dot underscore self, sorry, not self, year model is going to equal the ym that comes in, okay? And again, I'm assuming they're doing good data, not a good assumption, okay? So we're also going to set the make equal to whatever they set in as the m, and we're going to set the speed equal to 0. Okay, that's our first speed attribute. Okay, and that's all that function is going to do. Okay, nothing else there. Okay, we can go ahead and run this. It's not going to do anything, but just to make sure there's no blaring errors there, and we're good. Nothing blew up. Okay. Remember, all of these functions are part of the class, have to be indented over. Okay. We're also supposed to make an accelerate function, okay? We're going to call that accelerate, A-C-C-E-L-E-R-A-T-E, okay? The accelerate function, everything takes self, so we're going to take self. And it's just going to add 5 to the speed. That's all it's going to do, okay? So we don't have to worry about sending anything in. We're just going to let self dot underscore speed be equal, or do a plus equal if you want, a plus equal a 5. I could also say self dot underscore speed is equal to self dot underscore speed plus 5, either way, okay? That's all the accelerate's going to do, okay? There's a break, which will subtract 5, so do a def break, okay, which is just a self, okay? And I want to do here, okay, so I want to make sure I don't go below 0. Okay, so if it's going to go up by 5 every time, 5 is the least it can be unless it's 0. So I can say if self dot underscore speed is greater than 0. Okay, so it won't go negative. Okay, then I can set self dot underscore speed minus equal, same thing as the plus equal, but with a minus 5. And that should pull that down, okay? And then because we're private, okay, all we need, we don't need to access the make or the model. It doesn't say to do that, actually. We might get to that in a minute. Current speed of the car and display. That's all they're doing. But I think we're going to add a string function here. I think it'll make a little more sense. But we're not going to be able to change the year model or the make while the program's running. Okay. So we don't have to worry about any mutators for that. I'm going to put them in the underscore underscore str underscore underscore function. So we don't even need any accessors. So the only thing that we need, in fact, we in particular don't want the program to be able to change the speed except through those two functions. Okay. But we do have to get a get speed. They want to display that. Okay. Which takes a self, and all it does is return the self dot underscore underscore speed. Okay, that's all it does. Okay, so now that we're in car class, just so we know where we're at. Okay, again, I can run this, make sure nothing's blowing up. It's okay. So we'll start without the string and kind of what this is what the program actually says to do. Okay, and then we'll put in the string function, which I think would be a better thing. Okay, so there's our main. And one thing I've seen some of you do on the exam in particular is that you put parameters on main and you never should. Okay, main just starts things up and that's it. Okay, so in this case, we have to know what the car is to set it up. Okay, so we can either, it doesn't say to ask the user, create the car object and call the accelerate 5 times. So we can make this up. I mean, you could ask the user if you want, but we can just say something like car1 is equal to car. It's sending self, car1 is self. Okay, we need to send a make model or a year model. Okay, so let's say it's a 2020 Outback. This is my ride currently. Okay, that's the first thing we need. And we need to send the make Subaru. Okay, it's going to take care of that. Okay, then it asks us to accelerate the car 5 times and then print the current speed, and then to brake 5 times to get the current speed. Okay, so we do a car1 dot, in fact, if you want, you can do for C in range 5, car1 dot accelerate. Okay, and then we can print the car1 dot get speed. Okay, let's run this, make sure that's working. It's at 25, which is correct. Okay, and you could have just done that 5 times if you preferred. Okay, and now I'm going to test out the brake function by doing for C in range 5. The car should now be going 25. So let's do a car1 dot brake. Okay, that's all we're going to do there. And then we're going to print car1 dot get speed. Okay, that should get us back to 0. Okay, so let me go ahead and run that. 25, 0. Okay, let's check to make sure that we haven't, that we've correctly, it's not going to go below 0, which it shouldn't. Still 0, so we're good. Okay, again, I don't really like that we're not able to print the make and the model. We don't, there's no reason to have it then. So instead of doing accessors for all those, I would just do the underscore underscore str underscore underscore. Okay, with that I can return the string that I want. Okay, and that's going to be the self dot underscore underscore year model plus a blank. In fact, I probably want to put, I think it makes more sense, the self dot underscore underscore make first. We should say Subaru Outback, not the other way around. Okay, and I don't know that the year makes any sense in this, but hey, we're just playing around here. Plus a blank, plus the year model, plus the speed. Okay, I think that makes more sense. And then if we do that, all we print out then is just going to be that. Okay, let's see if this works. Doesn't like something. Oh, forgot a concatenation or plus there. Try it again. Get speed. Oh, because I didn't change that one. I got rid of that function. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, that's an int. See, I always forget these things. This happened the last time I did one of these. So we have to change this to a string. That's what it wants. We can't concatenate an int to a string. Okay, now we're good. Okay, so it was going 25. And then it's changed. Okay, and then we may want to actually say that still looks kind of weird. Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. That's enough for this case. If you want to see how it's accelerating, you could always do in here the car1. Now just print car1. And that should show all the accelerations where it goes up to 25. Okay. And then it's printing 25 twice because it's printing it there and there the last time through. Okay. So you wouldn't necessarily have to have both of those. Okay. But that's the basic idea of this. Okay. Again, we could clean it up, make it look a little nicer, but that's the general idea of how this works. Okay. So hopefully you're getting a feel for this. Okay. So again, if you have questions, make sure that you let me know and we can go over these more tomorrow in class.